Hi guys. It is, let's see, 12:26 at night, and I got bored and I was still awake, and I'm drinking Coca-Cola, and I kind of, I don't know, I'm just bored and awake, and everybody else is asleep. And I haven't actually made like a real video in a really long time, so I thought I would. And sorry, I need to talk about it. Yeah. Don't want to wake up my dad though. Anyway, so I thought I would actually make, you know, kind of a video, but really like not a vlog anyway. Anyway, this looks like a vlog right now. It's not, I swear. Anyway, this is a video of saying this video is in the title, why I was a weird kid. So here are some stories. We moved to Houston, and I thought I'd share. I guess I'll share some of the Houston stories with you first. I will try to go kind of in order, but they're gonna be kind of out of order, just to let you know. First, when I was younger, I didn't really have a lot of friends that were girls. Most of my friends were guys. Like, about 3/4 of my friends were guys. Maybe 4/5. I don't know. Something like that. Almost all of them were guys. I just connected with guys better, and girls just kind of, I'd hang out with them, but like guys better. I guess because like they didn't mind going out and playing in the dirt and mud and getting their clothes dirty. And anyway, back to the stories. When I lived in Houston, I still hadn't really started school yet, and so you know, I had a lot of time on my hands. Back then, I used to have this wagon, and you know, you could either be pulled, or you could take out this part of the bottom where you could just drive, and it had like a little steering wheel, and you could drive it while pushing or pedaling. I don't remember which one. And I remember this, and the one time with that wagon I remember the most is having like a lot of my guy friends just kind of like pile into there, and I was the youngest, 3 or 4 years old, something like that. And I remember pulling them around the cul-de-sac, and as far as I could remember, I was the only one doing it. And then I didn't think about any of it at that time, but then years later, I was like, you know what, that's unfair, I shouldn't have done that, I was so little. And then now I'm just like, you know what, I think they were just secretly helping me because they were a lot older than I was. Or not a lot older, but they were a bit older than I was. And so yeah, I think they actually were secretly helping me, and they just wanted to make me feel stronger than I was. And you know, that actually worked, because you'll see why later in these stories. I loved frogs, reptiles. I loved them. One day there were so many frogs in my backyard, and my best friend back there was named Joshua. His name was Joshua. Me and him were really good friends and everything, and at one point I would chase around a whole bunch of frogs, and I'd pick them up, and it got so bad that day that he actually said, "Georgie, if you pick up one more frog, I'm going home." And so I was like, okay, and I put down the frog I was holding, and I went to a different frog, and I picked it up. He then walked out of my backyard and walked home. Another memory of Joshua was, we were once playing hide and go seek, and it was my turn to hide after I just found him. And so I went and found this nice hiding place in a closet. I guess and I don't know why, but he decided, you know what, I don't feel like finding her, I'm going home, and left. A few hours later, I come out and I go to my mom. I'm just like, Mom, where did Joshua go? Can't find him. she's like, "You went home a few hours ago." And that entire time I've been hiding in the closet. No, I had absolutely no idea that he went home. Nobody tried telling me. Nobody tried finding me. I'd been in a closet for a few hours. Nobody missed me. Not even my parents. And before you get a bad idea about Joshua, here is a actually really nice story about him. It actually makes me sound kind of bad, but I was actually quite a horrible child. And well, back then, I had a few friends that were girls, and one day my twin friends came over on their bikes with their mom, and they had biked all the way to my house and asked, "Hey, would you like to come over and play with us for a little while?" And they had this computer game. I didn't have one, and two I loved. And I don't remember what it was, but it's like a cooking game or something. I've kind of always been obsessed with cooking, even though I don't know how. Well, not much. And so my mom took me to the side and was like, "It's your choice." And Joshua was there, and we had been playing before they had gotten there, and I was just like, I'm gonna go with them. So I walked out the door, leaving Joshua behind. I came back hours later, and he was there waiting for me to get back. He had not left. He had not left my house until and then I finally got back. I kind of felt bad after. Okay, and then by the time I was getting ready to start kindergarten, actually start school, we had to move because my dad had to switch jobs. By then, I was about 5.5, and I was going to start school when I was 6. And so, I didn't really go to, like, pre-K or anything, but I kind of did, not really. And, by the time we moved here, I didn't know anybody, and, it wasn't hard for me to make friends, but it didn't really come, I don't know. I don't really know. And, from kindergarten to the 3rd grade, and I went through 1st grade twice. My best friend through all those years was the janitor. Yep, the janitor. I would, like, this part of the can, I would take that off, and I would bring her a big bag of them every, like, week or so. And she would then give me candy. And we had little conversations. And I go back to my table and I sit down and I start to eat my candy. It'll only be like 3 or 4 pieces. But she was nice. She gave me candy. And I remember this one memory of her, which I love her. I don't remember her name, but I still love her. Yeah, I don't know why she had candy all the time. That's a little weird to me, but I still love her. Another thing was, at recess, all my friends, and I only had like 3 friends. We would all, instead of going and playing on the playground like all the other kids, no. We all went to this one tree, and it had like roots that would stick up out of the ground. Losing my voice. And it had roots that would stick up all around the base of the tree. Of course, the base of the tree. And so there's this one, but at one point it had like a big ditch kind of thing where, like, I guess kids had digged or something, I don't know. And so there was a root that just kind of was like just right there in the middle of that ditch. So it just was like kind of floating in a way. And so me and my friends would run around the tree trying to not touch the dirt, just stay on the roots. Just run around and do that for the entire recess. we actually did a lot of weird things like that during recess. Me and one of my best friends, Ron, at the time, we thought we were like computer masters at one point, and we would make computer chips, and we would put them in these, and how we would activate them is we would wear like invisible bracelets, and we would like put little computer chips inside them, and they give us special powers, and they would put us into video games and things like that. And so that's like how we survived what our school called Roadrunners, which is when we ran the track, and also how we usually spent our recess most of the time in 2nd and 3rd grade, because we would put them in and we would be like in a Pokemon game or something. I don't actually think she got let into Pokemon, but I was a Pokemon addict. I mean, literally. Oh my god. And you can, I'm still into it. I still have Pokemon toys. I still have like 300 Pokemon cards. Well, more like 3,000, but oh, well, here's one. Anyway. Here's one that, kind of a little embarrassing. Back then, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. So my Nana had sent me a Yu-Gi-Oh! Backpack for my birthday or something. And, we had, and this was about 2nd grade, we had a place for girls to put their backpacks and guys to put their backpacks, and they were two just separate places. I don't know why our teacher had us do this, but she did. No, actually, I think this was 1st grade, actually, not 2nd grade. And, so, this was the 2nd year of 2nd grade, actually. That's why I thought it was 2nd grade. And, you know, it's a very guyish looking backpack. Well, all the other girls had, like, princess backpacks. And mine was, like, black and yellow with Yu-Gi-Oh! On it. And it looked like a guy backpack. And, well, at the end of the day, we all went, and I got at the back, because everybody was kind of pushing me, and I wasn't the one that was, like, all friends with everybody. I was just kind of like a quiet one in the back, like I am today. And one girl at the front had yelled at the teacher who was on the other side of the room, so everybody in the entire classroom could hear her. I think some guy put his backpack in the girls, and she just yelled that across the room. And I can't yell right now because my dad's sleeping, and I don't want to wake him up, and I'm not really worried about my mom because she's on the other side of the house. But yeah. And then my friend Ron kind of stepped in with just like, no, it's Georgie's. See, it has her name on the side. And this way I didn't have to, because I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to probably walk up and grab it, like, kind of take it, kind of like, not rudely, just take it. Not rudely, just kind of politely take it out of her hands and walk to my seat and pack up for the day. I wasn't a confrontational person. I'm still not. And yeah. But no one saved me from having to do that. They just passed me my backpack and looked at me oddly and thought I was a freak. What's different? Yeah. Yeah, those are my stories for today. I have a lot more, but this video is getting really, really long. I actually probably should have stopped at the one before this. So yeah. Bye guys!